Okay, so now we have, is this Cheryl's? Yes.
Yes.
Cheryl's assignment. So she has classroom news. Do you want to talk a little bit about it, Cheryl? Or do you want me to just look at it?
I can talk about it while you're looking at it. For them, after the lecture we go over, this is like at the beginning that I give them for the book and everything that they need. Also, I tell them exactly what to do, what to perform, and I give them the steps because in the book they have, the picture of it, but I also give them steps so they know exactly how to get there, how to perform it. I don't think that one had an active, like a discussion. We discussed about the activity. They also have hands-on, completing it themselves, and they also have hands-on through the software, which we also use, which is the Paradigm. So they have a lot of interactive. They created themselves, and the ones I select is always the benchmark. So the benchmark allows them to customize it however they want to do it. Okay, so I do that. We also have the discussion forum. So we have various different things. I think I said that one is actually the wrong one. I'm just looking at it now. I did it rushing. That's at the beginning of it, but I have all of that listed for them.
And you
So
must reply.
yeah, they have to reply to it. But I have, like I said, this is the one, but I sent you the wrong one. I have one in detail, but that's not the one on this flash. I thought it was.
I have two questions for you.
Sure.
One is, and I'll guess I'll put them together. I see where you don't accept work after a certain date.
Right.
And I wonder if you really do practice that tough love.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then the second is, do you drop any grades?
No, because based on what they have to do, okay, some of the simulations, they can do it over and over and over until they get all of the points. I
Okay.
never stop, so they don't lose anything. If they get it wrong, I say do it again till you get all the points. So
Oh.
it's set up so they can keep doing it over and over, and they get all the points, yay, let's move on. Okay, so
Okay.
you have mastered that particular segment. So the reason why they get a week to do the assignment, so based on the whole week, I send emails out to them, asking if anybody have questions, any problems with anything. Also, on the site, there are tutorials that I put in that you can go and get, and they'll put the tutorials that go through each part of the lesson. So if the first one was to create a chart, it has tutorial 1, 2, 3, create a chart. First thing you do, second thing you do, third thing you do. If you have to change the chart, how to modify the chart. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, that's about enough now. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have all of that on my site. Okay, so they cannot say, oh, I don't know how to do this. There is a tutorial of the information for each one of them. But I like the benchmark segments because the benchmark is after they go through the information in the textbook and do it. There are videos for that also, videos for the book. They got videos, everything. Okay, so after they finish going through that segment, then it's assignment. So the first week, they go through the assignments in the text. If they have any questions, let's get all the questions out. The next week, we have assignments set up. So assignments is based on what you learn. So we do hands-on assignments where they create themselves. They have to create, not where they modify. I don't like modifying. I like them to create because when you go to work, you don't modify items that's already there, but sometimes you have to create them, okay? And we know that a lot of times we create here at Delgado. They don't even have any. So I prefer the creation. So once they create it, I use the benchmark ones. The benchmark ones allow them, they'll just tell them you need to create this particular activity. Now, you make the adjustments. You widen the column. You put the calculation. This needs the calculations. Nothing given. You can create it. If it's a chart, you create this pie or a line or a board chart. You can select the colors. You can select the design that you want. So all of that is pretty much open. They just give statements of what is needed to have on the actual spreadsheet. So that's basic flexibility. Then we go to the Paradigm software and we perform there where there are tutorials for that. And you can see where I have that SNAP 2013 access and all, where they can go in and do all the tutorials. And once they finish the tutorials, then they can do the assignments where they can do it over and over until they get it right. And then I have other assignments where they get 2 tries of doing the assignment to get it right. So they have a lot of practice going on to complete the assignment and to get it right. Plus, this class is always a great class. Basically, every now and then I might have one or two students that do not pass, but majority pass with A's and B's. So I never have a problem with this class. That's why I'm so happy. And so I put a lot of information. I go overboard with stuff for them, so they have a lot. Okay, that's enough.
A couple of comments, and I think maybe other people can jump in here too. I am confident if I was in your class, and I'm just gonna switch this screen. Hold on, let me go back here. I'm confident if I was in your class, I would know what to do. But to tell you the truth, looking at the this where did we go? Here we go. Looking at this handout that I'm going to try to show you in a different way, but it's not letting me do that, so I'll just let it be. Looking at this handout, I would be a little confused just because it's the beginning's great. I know the week, I know what I'm doing. I understand these are the important things I need to do. But when I get to this click all this stuff, my eyes are going to just see the word click, 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 and Excel, Excel, Excel. And then the important things that I'm supposed to be doing later on kind of come here. So I'm wondering if this could be presented in any kind of visual way, or if there's any way to kind of think about what this means, if it go in a grid across or something, because you're repeating words that maybe they don't need to have there. It could just be click, and then all the things they need to do. Or are they doing things in some of these places? And then I felt the same. Yeah, I felt the same way in the Blackboard area. I was like confused about, and I use Blackboard all the time. I get you're going into the discussion to do this, but maybe really emphasizing what the goal is, what the task that they have to do is there.
Okay, so number one, where I said take the time to introduce yourself, I should put it what, highlighted?
Yeah, maybe that would be, because that's the most important thing that's kind of going, you're demonstrating how to do that, and which maybe you could put a screenshot of Blackboard and just with a circle and an arrow in addition to your things here. That could be useful. But then take the time to introduce yourself. The most important thing they're doing here is their bio, which is what you want to make sure you have in there, and then reply to 2 classmates. That's the most important thing, and that kind of gets lost in all the other text. That would be my, and I think that kind of goes, one of my biggest messages is trying to represent information in more than a few ways, and making sure that what your number one goal is what's jumping off the page for the students to understand they're going to do.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm having trouble.